running a darkroom can be really expensive, so I try to find ways to save money while still retaining the quality that I demand. So let me show you one way that I've done that. Welcome to the Naked Photographer, where I'll be exposing myself. No, I won't. That sounded better in my head. Fixer is one of the most important things that we use in the darkroom, both for film and paper. But if you do a lot of printing, fixer costs can start to add up. For example, I typically would use Kodak Fixer, just the bag that you would mix up a gallon, but that would cost $13, $14 for a bag, and it gives me 4 liters. That's roughly, well, a little bit more than $3 a liter, $3.25, $3.50 a liter. That starts to add up pretty quick. So I looked for other alternatives. Ilford Hypam, you can buy a 5-liter container for $28 from B&H, and it makes 25 liters. But even doing the math on that, it's still $1.12 per liter, which is not bad. But if you do a lot of printing, even that can add up a little bit. So what I have started to do is to get sodium thiosulfate straight from a pool supplier. This is used if your chlorine level in your pool is too high. It's a chlorine neutralizer. It is 100% sodium thiosulfate. Now, it is not a rapid fixer. It's a slower working formula. So if you really like to use Ilford's 1-minute fixing method, this is probably not going to work for you. That's okay. Use the product that works best for you. For me, I'm used to using the 2-bath 10-minute long fixing routine, so it's not out of the ordinary for me, and I don't mind the time, but I do mind the cost. This is a 5-pound bag, which gives me 20 liters of fixer, and it's $20 for the bag, so that's $1 a liter. But if you are willing to buy in larger quantities, they were willing to order for me a 50-pound bag for, after tax, $70. So that comes out to about 94 liters of total solution. And at $70, I'm looking at 75 cents per liter. And that's a pretty good deal. Now, that may not sound like a lot of savings, because $1.10, 75, well, that's 35 cents. And since that can make 94 liters, that 35 cents adds up to $33 over the course of that bag. So $33 can start to get a bunch of other stuff. So for me, over the long term, the savings are pretty substantial. You do have to mix it yourself. So if you're not willing to go through the effort of measuring out and mixing, that's okay. This works well for me. You have to decide what works best for you. But it is one way that I have found to save money in the long term for running my darkroom. So the formula that I like to use is Kodak F-24 that you can find in, of course, online, the Darkroom cookbook, as well as older Kodak manuals. And that is a pretty simple formula. It's 240 grams of sodium thiosulfate, 10 grams of sodium sulfite, and then you can use a different type of acid. It normally calls for sodium bisulfite, but you can use 22 grams of citric acid, which is a little bit cheaper, and keeps the odor very, very low. So mix that up in very hot water, because the sodium thiosulfite will make the temperature of the water plummet pretty quick. Mix that into 500 milliliters. Once it's all dissolved, top it off to 1 liter, and you have a very soft working but economical fixer for your prints. And then if you want to use a plain hypo bath for your second bath, then 240 grams of sodium thiosulfate into the 1 liter of water, and that's it. So if you want to save a little bit of money, this is one way to do it. If I find more ways, I will certainly put that out there for you all to do. but hopefully this will help you get out there and printing. Again, go to your local pool supplier and see what they can get for you. Hopefully you can get as good a deal as that. I found online prices were comparable for a 50-pound bag, but shipping was quite high. So buying local avoided that. So thanks again for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have a way that you have found to save money without compromising quality, leave a comment so everybody can see what method you're using.